Hello, I am Maggie Gonzalez. I am almost 70 years old. Many years ago, when I was in my 20s, I had an accident. It changed the course of my life because between the year of 20 and my 60s, I've had 23 surgeries on my left knee. And the issue was that during that time, I didn't need a knee replaced and it could not be possible. The insurances would not accept you to have a knee replaced until you were in your 60s. So during that time, I had the 23 surgeries. They tried to compensate on my knee so that I could wait until I was in my 60s. At the age of 52, I saw an advertising of a physician that was doing the knee replacements at an early age. I was 52. I had the first one. It went well, up to the point of 2015 when we had a very serious car accident. At the time, my husband was hurt. I did not know that my injuries to my knee were that bad. About 7 months after that, I kept feeling that I was walking on a heel that was broken. So I went back to the doctor and I said, it feels like I'm walking on a heel that's broken. And he took an x-ray. He says, Maggie, the knee is not intact. And this was September the 1st of 2015. I had the surgery done, but something happened and I bled from September the 1st till I went back to see him a little bit before the 9th of October. That was the second knee replacement that had to be done, okay? On the 9th of October, when we went back to surgery to find out why I was still bleeding, he found that I had a tear from 2015, October the 9th, to not too long ago. I had constant pain. I was not able to do anything about it until 2017. I went back. We had another orthopedic doctor that saw me, and I went in there and I told him, I want you to cut my leg off. And I was very serious. It wasn't dramatics. I wanted it off because I said to myself, what's the difference between not having it and learn how to live a new way than continue to have the pain that I had? And of course, it didn't happen. They sent me to another orthopedic doctor. We found out that I had an infection. They took the replacement out, and for 6 weeks I was on vancomycin, which is another experience by itself. Then I went back in, and in January the 9th, I had the third knee replacement put in. But from October the 9th till not too long ago, I was in constant pain, swelling, just miserable. So I told my husband, I said, okay, I need to find out. I'm going to be 70. I need to find out, is this it? So I went back to that orthopedic doctor and he remembered me. And he said, Maggie, how are you doing? I said, I think you know why I'm here. I said, I want you to take it off. I said, it's no good to me. My husband needs much more medical attention. Physically, I'm having to do more. I don't want it. Take it off. So he kind of looked at me and he says, you know, Maggie, from 2015 to right now, there's been new technology done. Let's give it a try. And I said, okay. They brought me here to you guys. And I must be very honest with you, I did not expect a lot, but I wanted to have an open mind because I said, okay, if it doesn't work, then I can go back and plead my case, take it off, you know? And this is the first time since 2015 that I have 50% less pain. Swelling has gone down 50% even more. Yours could work 100%. But for me, having gone through everything I went through, 50% is a blessing from the Lord and nothing more. I've not thought about taking the leg off, and I think the leg knows that, and it's been very happy. I think I'm gonna keep it until it starts messing up, and then I know to come back over here and get you guys to do this again. When you get a certain age and you hear the word arthritis, to anyone that has it, especially as seniors, that's a cause to just stop your life right there. That's a cause for you to just say, hey, listen, just open the coffin, let me sit in there. Do not allow your doctors to tell you that you're 62, 65, and you've got arthritis and that's as good as you're going to get. They make it sound like, okay, you've had it. You go home, take your pills, and that's it. And that's not the way it should be. We need to spread this to our seniors and let them know that it's not a death sentence. I did not think that this was going to work, to make a difference in my life. It has. So I think it's important to open up and reach out to the public. And especially, I want to say that to the Spanish culture, to the Spanish people that do not a lot of times have the resources that many people could have. Realize that this is not the end of your life. There is help out there. Hopefully our insurance companies will realize that they can't keep us down anymore, because there are things that do work that they should be paying for, and a lot of times they don't. So our insurance companies have to get it together, okay? They really have to get it together. But I want to thank your staff. I want to thank the Lord for guiding me. I want to thank that particular physician for treating us the way he did when we came. My brother and sister-in-law had a lot of questions. He answered. He was just incredibly personable. You don't see that a lot. And it was not painful. I was bribing your staff to give me as much medicine so I wouldn't feel anything. It was not painful. It was comfortable. It was incredibly easier than I thought it was going to be. And of course, having gone through as many procedures as I have, I just, I'm not going to tolerate pain. This was not painful. So all I can tell you is the Lord knows what he does. He gives these young men and women the knowledge that is necessary to keep us going, to keep his people going, to keep us enjoying whatever life the Lord has for us and how long we're going to be here. And I thank you guys very, very much. And a very important thing is that to find your way over here, talk to your primary doctor, say, hey, listen, I heard this, what can you tell me? If your primary doctor is a good guy or a good lady, they will show you how to get here.